Alrighty, thank you for tuning in to Cosmic Co TV. I am Cosmic Co. And actually we are doing something different today. I'm not here with a reading, but what you should know before a reading. This video will be about what to know before you book your first reading, whether it's with me, with another reader, and also when should you get a reading. I feel like that's a question a lot of people have asked. So let's get into it. I'm gonna have a list of 3 don'ts, a list of 3 do's, and 4 points about when to get a reading. Let's start with the don'ts. Don't number 1, before booking a reading, before getting your first reading. If you're scared, you're skeptical, fearful, don't book a reading, okay? Just don't do it. It's better safe than sorry. And I always tell people, if you're scared, go to church. Honestly, there's nothing to be fearful of, but there's a anxious energy that you will give off, that your reader, especially if it's me, will be able to tell. Oftentimes I tell people, if this is like your first reading, do some general readings. Tune into people's lives. Go on YouTube, find general readings, readings for your zodiac signs, things of that nature before you book your own private personal. That way you can get familiar with things. You won't be so scared, so fearful of the possibilities of whatever it is that you may hear. Yeah. Fear and tarot readings, divination readings in general, they just don't mesh well together. They kind of combat each other. Don't number 2, please, because this is a pet peeve of mine. Do not get your first reading if you are going to go into it with the mindset of, is this real? It is very disrespectful to approach a reader, especially one that's been doing what they're doing for a very long time, with the mindset of, prove to me that this is real. Readers are not here to prove anything to you, okay? That's not their job. They don't have anything to prove to you. They don't need to prove their gifts, their powers, their abilities to you. Please do not go into a reading with the mindset of, is this real? Don't message readers. Don't comment. None of that. Hey, is this real? Hey, is what you do real? That's a big no. A big no. Like, major red flag. Because baby, that means you need to do some research. That means that you have not, you've not researched, but you're not ready for whatever it is that you're trying to get into. You might have just stumbled across readings, divinations, tarot readings, and they are not the people. We are not the people to prove that to you. Science has proven that to you. It gets proven on a daily basis. Be open-minded, okay? And lastly, don't number 3, fortune telling, okay? I am not a fortune teller. That is not what I'm here to do. That is not what I provide in my readings. Readings, at least my own, are here to provide confirmation, clarity. They're not necessarily here to tell you things that you don't know. Sometimes it is that you don't know them, but simply they're here to confirm things that you may already know or feel, to give you confirmation or further clarification on what's going on with you and the world around you. Readings are not set in stone. Nothing is definite, okay? So no matter if your reader tells you, oh, hey, so might happen on Monday the 12th. Well, depending on your actions and the current energy that you have, you can change that possibility. You can change that outcome. We're not here to be fortune tellers. We're not here to tell you, oh, you're going to get rich, you're going to get married, Yes, some of us have those capabilities. But most readers, okay, the ones that you want to go to, the ones that you would like to participate, the ones that you would like to visit, to see, to fund, I guess, the ones that you want to encounter are not fortune tellers. They do not identify with that label. That's something that has been put in to the media. Okay. It's okay sometimes if you want to get a reading for clarification, or if you're truly wondering about, hey, is this going to happen for me? Hey, should I continue this? That's fine. But going into it with the mindset of fortune telling, you're going to tell me my life, you're going to tell me my future events. I advise for you to find one of these psychic websites somewhere, call the hotline, and let them talk to you. Most readers are here for spiritual healing. They're not. I wanted to come back in and clarify, because even myself, I offer year ahead readings. Those readings are not, like I said, to be fortune telling. Yes, although I can possibly tell you of events to occur within the near future, within the next year, that's more so for your preparation. That's more so, what can you expect to grow, to evolve from? What difficult decisions can you expect to make? It's not going into it with the mindset of, oh, hey, look, this is what you got to look forward to. This is what's going to happen. Boom, bam, bam. Nothing is definite. And I just wanted to clarify that a little bit. Here for fortune telling. Those are my big 3 don'ts. Like, please do not, especially to me. Don't approach me that way. Some do's. Like I mentioned earlier, do your research. YouTube is your best friend. Before I ever booked a personal reading with anyone, I watched monthly zodiac readings. I looked into the history of tarot. The thing with that also is, there's plenty of different types of readings. Divination is wide. Like, it's a vast subject. You can get bone readings, tea leaf readings, pendulum readings. Find what resonates with you, with your spirit, with your culture, because it's different for everybody. Not everybody does tarot readings. Not everybody does oracle readings. Not everybody uses cards. So find what resonates with you. Do your research, not just on the topic, not just on divination in general, but on your reader, who you are going to get your readings from. Just because you see Sally over here giving a reading does not mean that that's who you are meant to go to. You have to be very selective with who you give your energy, who you give access to your energy to. So do your research, fill them out. Do they resonate with you? Do you like their energy? How do they make you feel when you watch their videos, when they go live, whatever? What does their outside environment look like? That says a lot about people. Oftentimes I see readers, and this is no shade to anybody, I see readers giving readings, but your outside environment, your presence, your appearance does not match what it is that you're trying to do. Okay? Healers need to be healed. And healing is a never-ending journey, but I can't tell you how to get your life together if I'm not getting my life together. Okay? Notice I didn't say if I don't have my life together, but if I'm not getting my life together. That means active effort, okay? Oftentimes, the readers and their clients heal together. They work together. Whether they realize it or not, it works that way. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to who it is that you're choosing to do reading, who it is that you're choosing to get your reading from, what kind of reading you're getting, okay? Like I said, find what resonates with you, what resonates with your culture, what resonates with your energy signature. Do number 2, I always recommend people to meditate beforehand. Now this definitely goes for in-person readings, but virtual readings on live, whatever. Once you make that decision, or once you get ready to send that message, send that email to book a personal reading, do some meditation, sit with yourself, make sure whatever it is that you're deciding to do resonates with your spirit, okay? Also, this meditation is good for grounding you. Do grounding meditation. Ground your energy in the current moment, in Earth's energy. Plant yourself here. Because once again, readings go just beyond the cards. You are allowing another person to see into your soul, to access your energy, to access your higher self, your life force. Be very selective with that. That's why I say meditate. Make sure you good before you allow somebody else into you. 3, allow yourself to be vulnerable. Like I said, readers are, most readers see themselves as healers of some sort, see themselves as guides of some sort. They're not just here to read the tarot cards. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I can tell you whatever, da 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 da. But at least for me, if you're not growing, if you're not evolving and healing from whatever it is that I'm giving to you, I'm not doing my job. So allow yourself to be vulnerable. Don't go in with the skeptical mindset. Don't go in with the fearful mindset. Open yourself up. Okay, if you have a trusted reader, if you trust this person, if they resonate with your energy, if you know that they do their grounding and protection, then there's no reason for you to be fearful. Open yourself up. Some of my best readings are soul to soul readings when they allow me to see them. I can be a direct mirror for my client, but only if they allow me to. You have to give us that consent. Without that consent, we of course we can do certain things, but a good reader, a reputable reader, will not. So make sure you're in alignment. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're opening your energy up to that person to get the best out of whatever it is. It was something else I was about to say. Oh, so moving on to when should you get a reading? How often should you get a reading? Oftentimes, for most people, after they get their first reading and it's wonderful or it resonates, it makes them feel better, they get this kickstart onto healing, onto a new journey. It becomes addictive, so to speak, because it's something new. It's something you've never experienced, and it has positive results. So oftentimes you'll have clients that will want to come back every week, every day, 4 times a month to book a reading. When it gets like that, I decline personally. I'm not going to read for you that often, whether you pay me to or it's free. No, because that's just it's addictive. That's not okay. You have to do the work, that put in the effort to make changes. So when to get a reading? Point number 1, major life changes. Anytime you come across a major event, or you feel like you're closing cycles, moving into something new, anytime something new, something big occurs, that's a good time to get a reading. I call those energy updates. So you can check in with yourself, with your spirit team, with your higher self, to see exactly where it is that you're at, to see the progress that you've made, to see what it is that you need to continue working on. It's kind of like a checkpoint, okay? And it's okay to have those. And like I said, around major life events, positive, negative, even though those don't really exist the way that we think. They're one and the same. But major life events, when you feel like you need that reassurance, even if you feel like, oh, hey, I've been doing good, it's all right to check in and see if you're on the right path. To recognize your growth is the biggest thing, because oftentimes we don't see our growth, our evolution, until somebody else points it out to us. Those are good time points when to get a reading. Point number 2, like I mentioned, the internal healing, putting in the work. You can get a reading every week, but unless you have put in the work, made some sort of changes, made some sort of effort into bettering yourself or making a decision, your reading is going to be the same. I can read for you every day, but until you make a different decision, until you put in some effort to heal, to grow, to evolve, your readings are going to be the same. You're going to constantly have the same energy, whether it's every day, every month, every 2 weeks. If there's no effort being put in, if there's no action being taken, don't expect a different result. Okay. Point number 3, I say every few months, when the seasons change, that's for my more, I don't want to say my more evolved people, but once you reach a good energy level, once you reach stability in life, sometimes it's good once the season changes, because that kind of goes hand in hand with the major life changes. Oftentimes we go through phases and cycles just like everything else in nature. So once again, that kind of energetic update, When the seasons change, what's going on with me? What can I expect? How is this going to affect me in my life? That kind of energy. And lastly, point number four, when to get a reading. It's when you have true problems, true issues, when you can't make a decision, when you need an outside opinion. One thing I always say during my readings is I ask for confidence and clarity, to be completely unbiased with my own personal thoughts and feelings aside. Your reader should not be giving you what they think. It's not about us. It's about source, your higher self, God, the universe, whatever. This is beyond our personal beliefs, our personal thoughts. So yes, sometimes we do come across big decisions or ideas when it's like, okay, I really don't know what to do, or okay, I need an outside, unbiased opinion on this, on what I should do, on how I should move forward. Those are good times to get readings. I'm trying to see. I think that's it. I hope that this made sense. I hope that this helped some of you all, especially some of the new viewers, new readers, just getting into divination, tarot readings. Helped you kind of settle your mind and figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. I just saw 555, 5 big change, drastic changes. But yes, I hope that this resonated with you, provided you with some clarity, some information. Why does my mind keep going blank? I hope that this was helpful in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You can find me over on Facebook at KosmicKo and KosmicKo TV. I do post weekly readings, monthly readings, things of that nature over on there. You can see my live sessions over on Facebook at KosmicKo. Don't forget to shop KosmicKoncepts.com with the K for custom merchandise apparel. Have my own line of t-shirts. This one says, I'm not human, but I'm human-like. We have the hashtag Alien Amongst Men, Game Over, Mission Failed, Return to Earth t-shirts. You can find all of those over on that website. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, message me, direct message me on Instagram, Facebook, whichever one is easiest for you. Send me an email, CosmicKoncepts@gmail.com, and we can set that up. I do readings via text, video, and voice memo. That's how you can find me there. Over on Instagram at KosmicKo and Cosmic Concepts, once again spelled with the K. But all of that information will be down in the description. Do not forget to like and share. I really, really appreciate it. But that's it. That's all. It's all love, light, beams.